Welcome to Wednesdays with Wayne, and today at the Garden Center, we did a walkabout with Wayne with fall interest. These were a few of my attendees. Say hi to the audience. And they actually have a few of the samples and door prizes from our lecture today. We talked again about a lot of fall interest plants. Let me concentrate a little bit on this. When we're talking about fall, we're talking about what many people think of fall color in the garden, so that can come from foliage. It can also come from fall blooming perennials. It can also come from leaving our flower heads on for dried winter interest. Grasses were a huge part, as you see through here. Grasses are a huge part of that fall garden. And again, from some of our attendees today, they have some of these great samples. Could you tell me what you have in your hand?
I have a tall grass.
A tall grass, not super tall. That's actually a prairie drop seed. And you're going to put this in your garden.
Yes.
You're a relatively new gardener, right?
About 10 to 12 years.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
This is going to be a real durable one, that prairie drop seed. Tracy, you're one of our first attendees for the classes. And why'd you come here today?
Oh, I like the interest with fall and just to check out all the new plants you have.
You have been a gardener for many years. Tracy and I go way back as well. Yes. What new plant?
Sedum.
Sedum. And this is kind of cool because it's a variegated sedum. That's
Yes.
great. Why do you like fall?
Well, it's just so beautiful and pretty, all the different colors.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. And we saw a lot of that today in our plant material. And finally, you've got a kind of an interesting plant here. You're a relatively new gardener as well.
What? This is all gold, and I bought it because I needed it for shade.
Wonderful. So a lot of applications today, a lot of really cool stuff for fall interest in the garden. And then I'm going to show you some of the combinations that the staff put together. In the garden center, we've set up a couple of these combinations for fall interest. I like this dark foliage of the summer wine 9 bark, bounced off with this Rebecca gold rush. This turtle head is great for fall blooming as well with pink flowers. The aster has not quite come into bloom yet. We've got this anemone in the foreground, kind of relatively short anemone. Again, we'll have some pink flowers, and then the foliage of the caramel coral bells. Let's take a look at another display that we put together. This one has some shade elements to it where we could actually use the coral bells in the shade, the plumbago in the shade, the anemone can take the shade, and then look at the Japanese forest grass, and then the coral bells. This is a combination I would use in probably part sun, could even take a little bit of full shade, but beautiful combination here for fall. More combination here, we can always use our panicle hydrangeas, again for summer into fall interest. I love combining them with the ornamental grasses. This happens to be Cheyenne Sky. You could also use a little blue stem in combo with that. Here are the dark purple foliage of the Sestilbe, which can take quite a bit of sun if you give it plenty of water. And then look at the chartreuse on the loose for the foreground through here. A little bit of asters, and again, that plumbago. So a lot of great fall combinations you can do. This has been a fun day here at the Garden Center, just trying to talk to people and figure out what you can use for fall interest. So thank you for joining Wednesdays with Wayne, sponsored by Niemeyer's Landscape Supply. And remember, beautiful landscapes start here.